In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use LCD screen with ESP32 so we can display text or other information. And I'm going to show you how to use 2004 with 20 characters and 4 lines. I will also show you how to adjust the contrast. ESP32 starter kit from SunFounder. This is the best ESP32 learning kit from SunFounder. It has this ESP32 microcontroller which has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. This board can do everything Arduino Uno can do or many other Arduinos can do, plus extra more features. Because we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, the possibilities are endless. You can get connected to the cloud or do the control or read information or values via your mobile device or your desktop or over the cloud from a far location. It comes with a camera extension kit where you can stream the video over Wi-Fi either through the cloud or to your network, and also it comes with micro SD card where you can save images on the micro SD card, or you can write from the device any information, log the information on the device and read it back. You can power the board using this included 18650 lithium battery, and it has built-in charger where you can connect micro USB and charge the battery. The kit comes with 320 pieces of component that you can learn tons of projects. This is the LCD module that comes with our kit. There is a protective sheet that protects it. Let's remove that first. And this LCD has this module. This is I2C module that makes it possible to use only 2 wires for communication and then the 2 wires to power this app. Usually when you use this display, you need to connect about 10 wires here, different connections, and it will be a lot of mess, but this is very clean. We have a backlight here connected as well, and then we have a potentiometer where we will rotate it to set the contrast, because if you do not set it properly, initially you will not see anything. So this is very important. QRC module has 2 important pins. One is called SDA, the other is called SCL. So we are going to connect them to the right pin, and then we will be able to display our text. And this is called 1602 because we have 16 characters here and 2 lines, 1, 2. So we have 2 lines, 16 characters to display whatever we want on it. Because we have 16 characters in here, and the same way we have 1 more row. So we have 16 characters and 2 lines. Each LCD has its own I2C address. Mostly they are common, but there are some variations which I'm going to show you. Here is the documentation page. Once you come to the documentation page under the ESP32 and then Arduino user, this is the display character example. We're going to use a display to display characters or text. It uses I2C communication, so we just need to use 2 wires. This LCD is called LCD1602. The 16 means 16 character and 2 means 2 lines. We need our ESP32 board and ESP32 camera extension, jumper wires and LCD. And T1 is used as SDA and pin 22 is used as SCL for I2C communication. And this is a simple wiring schematic that shows the LCD ground to the ground, VCC to 5 volts. Pay attention, we are not using 3.3 volts. This LCD needs 5 volts. And then we have 2 pins, SDA and SCL. SDA will be connected to 21 and SCL will be connected to pin 22. And here is the wiring diagram. I'm going to follow it with you. And we're going to install the library. I'm going to show you how to install the library. Then we are going to explain the code. And here there is some explanation for the code. which I'm going to show you fully. Now let me show you the wiring. We are getting this male to female. One side is female, the other side is male connector, and when we are connecting it, try to get the same color, but doesn't matter. I'm trying to match the color that is on the screen. First let me connect these. First, let me connect these 4 wires here. I connect them like this, and if I turn it around, it looks similar to this color. The bottom is orange, as you can see here, then yellow, and then red, and the top one, this is like black and white, and we have brown, like that. Now I'm turning this. So, and from here, the top one, the brown goes to ground, to the ground, and then the red goes to 5 volts. So this portion is done, and then yellow goes to 21. And orange goes to pin 22. And 22, between 21 and 22, there are 2 holes left. So the wiring is now completed. Now let's see how we can select the ESP32 board. We can click here the select board and type here ESP32 DEV. As soon as you type dev, you will see dev board. You can select it and click OK. So the board has been selected. Now we have to select the port. The other way to select the board is click on Tools, Board, ESP32, and select the ESP32 dev module. Now we have to select the port. If I click here, it shows 2 ports, and I don't know which one belongs to my device. Sometimes you will not see the number properly. So the best way to be sure, right click on the Start menu, go to the Device Manager, and you will see here the ports. If I click on this arrow, it will show me the ports. One is USB serial CH340, the other is USB serial device. And here, now it's connected. If I disconnect this, one of them disappear. The one that disappeared is my board. So 6 stays and 8 disappeared. If I connect it, so 8 is my COM port, CH340. Now 8 is my COM port, and I can select it. Or I can click on Tool, Port, and here you will see it. You can select whichever you want. Ours is COM8. Now we have successfully selected the board and the port. And this is very important. It must be done first. Now let's open our Arduino IDE. First, we are going to install the library. This is the icon for the library where we can click here and search. Also, we can click on Sketch, Include Library, Manage Libraries. So this will be shown here, and we type liquid crystal. And here I type liquid crystal. This is, once you found it, click install. It will install the library. It says the library has been installed. Now if we click on File, Examples, and scroll down until you see liquid crystal, and then Hello World, for example, This is one example that comes with this library. Here I've connected the power, and a screen without any program looks like this. This is the I2C scanner code. I will provide you the address. This is on robojax.com, and I'm copying this code. Let's create a new sketch. Control A, delete everything and paste, and then let's save it. I called it I2C scanner. Uploading the code to the board. We got some error here because this line is now below. Let's delete and make it like that so it looks properly formatted. And this line also, let's delete and fix it. And this line, these are all broken. Now they seem correct. Let's do it again. Now it's uploading. Once it's uploaded, you will see the address here. I'm moving it up. So click here to see the serial monitor, and as you can see, we don't read any text. The reason for that is that this program is set at 9600 baud, and here on the lower corner this number does not match, so let's change it 9600. Now it's fixed, and we got the address. It says 0x27. And here I have another display which has a different I2C address. So I don't need to do anything, just insert it, and you will see now it says 0x3f. So the addresses are different for each device. This 2004, which has 20 characters and 4 lines. So just wait, and this is the same, so 0x27. And for my reference, I've written it so I don't make mistake. Now let's open our code. We click on File, Open, and go on the left side, click on Download. This is how I explained you at the beginning to set up. We are going to ESP32 Starter Kit main, double click, and then double click on C, then double click on Codes, and then scroll down until you see 2.6 LCD 1602, double click, and then you will see the file with the icon. Click and click Open. And from the top we are importing library for I2C. That's a wire library. This is part of Arduino. You don't need to do anything, but for this we needed to install it, so that's why I shown you how to install this. We are including it, and then from this class we are creating an instance in this line called an object called LCD, and you can name it anything like Robojax or SunFounder. Any unique name that is not part of Arduino will work. This is the address that we just saw using I2C scanner, but for SunFounder that's the address at the moment. And then this 16 means 16 character and 2 means 2 line, and we will enter the value. This counter variable is used to update the counter that we have in this project. Inside the setup, these 4 lines were learned only once. We are using that object that we created in here, and we initialize the library, and then this will turn on the backlight. This line will print the text. So we learn anywhere that you want to, so anytime that you want to print a text, just say lcd.print and put your text inside double quotation. And then we have 3 seconds delay, so we can view the text. Then we come to the loop. The loop will continuously run this code, and first we clear the text that we have from previous session, either from here or later on when the loop runs. So this is clearing the screen. This is setting the position as a character 0, and then this is the line, which line we want. So this 0, 0 means character 0, line 0. That is referring to character 0 in here, and then line 0. If that was here, it will be character 0, line 1. Now it's character 0, line 0. And this line will print the text. The text is enclosed with a double quotation. So this is our text with 1 space. And then we print the variable count, which is initially 0. And then we have 1 second delay, or 1000 millisecond. And then in this line, we get the variable, which is initially 0 in here. We increment it by 1, so that 0 becomes 1. The loop comes here, clears the screen, sets the cursor, print the text, and this time it prints 1 second delay, and becomes 2, and then the same way it will continue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and something like very long that I left it. Now it's 2631 seconds, and it will continue doing that. To make sure that the port is selected, click Tools, COM port, and then select the COM port that we saw on the Device Manager. And once everything is ready, then click on this button to upload the code on the board. So now it turned on and turned off, and here we see our text, and the counter is started. So initially we saw the text, which gives us 3 seconds to have a look at it, and the counter is started now. And I turned off the light so you can see it better. Now you can reset the program by pressing this button, so it will restart, and we can see the text hello world for 3 seconds, and the counter is started again. We can set the contrast. I'm entering this screwdriver here. Look at the contrast. If I rotate it, you see the text disappeared. And if I rotate it clockwise, it becomes too much. Perhaps this is the best. So now we can see the better text. Now let's see what happens if I remove this and connect another display. The other display has been connected, but it has been interrupted, as you can see. Now I'm pressing this button to reset it, and as you can see, this works, and the counter is working without even initializing the 1602, because if we put here 2, it means we have 2 lines, and the 2 lines will be discarded. So it just works fine as long as this I2C address is the same. You see here, so it's 0x27. And here is the code for 20 characters and 4 line. The only thing that I've changed is 20. That means 20 character, and 4 means 4 line. And I've just added, this is for the first line. Sorry, we say here character 0, line 0, put the cursor and print this text. So this goes on the first line. And here, and then we set character 0, line 1, it says SunFounder ESP32, which is this line, which is this line. And then we set it line character 0, line 2, which prints this full course. This line, so this was line 0, 1, 2. Now we are on line 2, and then if we go to 3, it will be this line. So 3, as it go, it will print the counter, character 0, line 3. If we want to move the text, if we want to move this text to the right further, simply instead of this character 0, for example, how many characters? We have 6 more room, so let's put here 5. So let's upload the code, and you will see that this will move by, it moves to character 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will start, the C will start from here. Count, and it goes there. Uploading, and it will be 0 again. 3 seconds, and the count came to this position. If you're purchasing separate LCD, make sure to get the green color, because as you can see right now, the blue is not as good as green. I'm recording it under the same light condition. And this is under the same light condition. Compare the green and blue, and you will see that green looks much better.